So you just pick them off. And this is from the book Living Edible Forest. And it's mainly telling you how you can grow things. You can make a polyculture in your own garden. And this is in the forest naturally. It was all given to us. Walnuts, almonds, pine nuts, persimmons, pear, juniper berry, blueberries, gooseberry, passion flower, onions, chicory, dandelions, summits, comfers, nettles, strawberries, edible mushrooms, etc. All naturally blooms in forests, but can be encouraged by your seeding in desired areas. So stop using palm oil. Let's not support that. But if you go into the supermarket, 50% of packaged supermarket products are full of it. And it's high in saturated fats, increasing heart disease and many other things. And the problem is it's led to 25% of deforestation in the Indonesian rainforest. So, and why do you want to use products that have no nourishment in the store anyway? If you look at anything packaged and you don't know what it says in the ingredients, if you don't know those names, please don't buy it, because obviously it's something so terrible that you never heard it before. It doesn't have anything to do with from a natural source. It's been chemically derived, right? The more that you go into the supermarket, you only go to the produce section where it says organic, and you of course support organic farmers, farmers market, and start growing sprouts. Now you have amazing sprout growers here, and all over the world you have a lot of people growing sprouts and making juices, making wheatgrass for you that have so much energy, frequency, nourishment, and will bring health back to you. Right before I left, one of our guests has been here 2 weeks, and with high blood pressure, diabetes, and severe weight problem, and said, I'm so grateful, I never felt like this. It's like I'm finding myself. And this is what people find when they go through day by day, eating a live diet, drinking live juices, and drinking plenty of good water that you can trust, So you need to find out how you can get water or make water. Get a distiller, it's the easiest way. Internationally, $60 billion yearly is spent on medicinal plants. Most of these botanicals are harvested in healthy forest. Especially 50% is from the rainforest. Globally, there are 50,000 known plants providing medicine that is pure, unadulterated, and effective. All pharmaceutical drugs starts from either plants or rocks, and then are manipulated into man-made chemistries. Yeah, so are we getting sick because we're lacking drugs? Again, are we getting sick because we're lacking drugs? Is it a drug deficiency? No, right. It is a healthy lifestyle deficiency, big time. So you can take the first step today and become plant-based. Yes, you probably will have some detox when you go plant-based. Not a big deal. Drink plenty of water. Make juices. Make juices that will give you nourishment, like not fruit juices to begin with, for sure, because fruit juice brings you all that sugar, and it's very hard for your body to detoxify. It will get excited. So vegetables, sprouts. 2/3 of the rainforest plants have cancer-fighting properties. This is where we should go, right? This is due to the photon saturation from the sun to tropical regions in the world. Harvard biologist Eduardo Wilson exposed that 137 rainforest plants and animals alike go extinct every single day. Additionally, 36 species disappear daily that we have not yet identified. So Nordic and Baltic power, being from Sweden, of course, this is very interesting. Vikings literally used plants to prevent disease. They used kelp. And kelp had loads of calories for them, loads of protein, and it helped them heal the wounds from their wearing conquest. Many of these plants, such as lichen, lycopodium, arnica, are perfect examples of medicine now used for thousands of years. And you know, they had many gods. They had like 15 different gods, and the sovereign god was called Odin. And Odin was the one that was the wise. He talked of wisdom and truth, and he lived on top of a tree. He was the one that took care of the forest, and he had elves to help and help people with medicine from the forest. So, you know, it's been traditions of learning how the medicines really come from the forest. And there were some bad guys. They were called troll. And troll were evil. And if you know what I mean about troll, yes, they are evil. There are a lot of trolls out there. They're probably listening right now. So aspirin, white willow, which is best known, grown in humus-rich deep forest, was first utilized by the Greek as the original aspirin. This is what we use at the Institute. We use the natural white willow, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic if I have a headache, if I'm beginning of having a cold, and of course, high fevers, people have to take care of the best way they know, either with the doctor's help or with natural. We have 4 children, and they have never had a drug in their life. So aspirin was white willow. And aspirin, the latest thing about aspirin, did you hear that? Women should not use aspirin. It had its severe side effects. Get on white willow. White willow, every health store has that. So Greeks used that long time ago. Now, bamboo and hemp are not the recipe, well, look at this, to create natural highs and earthy bongs. They are the 2 most important plants to clean carbon out of the air, and at the same time nourish the soil during its growth. And they grow very, very fast. These are so smart that you plant them, they grow fast, they fix your soil, and they fix your air. So making choices that protect the environment. Yes, recycle. Yes, be aware of plastics. And I know up here in New York is going to ban plastic bags. Fantastic, fantastic, yes. And so why can't we bring our own freaking bags? I mean, what's the big deal, right? Use natural fire for your own body. Use only biodegradable products in your household. So what is that? If it's biodegradable, goes out in nature, in our rivers and streams, in our ocean, it will be fine. Miami had to ban pesticides like Roundup, because it's destroying the whole coastline and the coral reefs. So, you know, it's big time. You don't want to have anything in your household that your grandkids could get into and die from. Just use products that are naturally. You have Shackley, you have 7th generation. There's so many private label too that's coming. Don't abuse water. Yeah, we don't have enough water. We don't have enough pure water. We think we do because we live in a city or suburb and we can use all we want. Most people in the world don't have pure water. Be sparing with electric, yeah, and that is a vicious circle too. When we're going out of a room, we shut the lights off. We take the fans off. Why do we need all that? Most of the year, Brian and I, we don't have our air conditioning off. Being in Florida, that's a big deal. But we shut it off in October, and we put it on in May. The less we use, the better. Get used to the temperature where you are. You know, naturally, you are in a place where it's going to be pretty cold. and summer is going to be better. Choosing organic GMO-free. Very, very important. If you hear Jeffrey Smith, who's a good friend of the Institute, and who single-handedly started the GMO, that he's responsible for that. We actually know that there's genetic manipulated foods and that we shouldn't have it and what it does. So, but GMO, when it says GMO-free, that's not enough. You need to go organic GMO-free, okay, from now on, because otherwise you still have pesticides and fertilizers. Yeah, you don't have the genetic problem, but you have all the other stuff. So look at this. People are planting trees. Officials said that over 350 million trees have been planted in Ethiopia within a 12-hour span, potentially breaking the world record for the most trees planted in one day. And that was Prime Minister Ahmed is at forefront of the project, the Green Legacy Initiative, aiming to curb and counter the negative impact of deforestation and climate change in the drought-prone nation. It's amazing. And Thailand, last year, they planted 1 million trees in 1 hour. And that took 160,000 people. So it doesn't say how many people did this, but I can imagine a lot of people had to plant for this to happen.